that you use in
SOS. That is, maybe I should have taken a little bit of the seeds off.
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm a professional chef from the Institute of Culinary Education, and these are all the ingredients for a $162 batch of chicken wings.
Hi, I'm Lorenzo. I'm home cook, and these are my $15 chicken wing ingredients.
This shit is stupid, bro.
What?
Of course, Frank's hot sauce.
Back to the prom. What the hell? Who am I with today? Frank.
I was planning on making a pork and ginger stuffed chicken wing with a sweet and spicy garlic sauce. I had some fresh organic chicken wings that I was going to bone out.
Wait, this guy is actually crazy.
Oh my gosh. Am I going to stuff chicken wings?
I had a nice fatty pork butt, ginger, Napa cabbage, and maitake mushrooms, beef soup
It's
base.
so cringe. What? Lorenzo's literally the furthest thing from cringe. He's like too funny, this guy.
Some soy sauce, some
Guy's,
rice
like,
wine,
too
some egg
funny.
whites, and some cornstarch. A lot of stuff. I didn't have a beer on there because I knew these guys would take it away from me. And I had everything I needed to make my own sweet and spicy garlic sauce. Some Fresno and Holland red long peppers.
How many do you need, by the way? You're going to kill me.
Garlic, light brown sugar, rice vinegar, fish sauce, and garnish with scallions, sesame seeds, and sesame oil. Don't
This guy's
screw it
like,
up,
I think Lorenzo's just like
Frank.
permanently
Wonderful
high or
man.
something.
Wings, hot sauce, blue cheese.
Look at his eyes, bro. He's definitely high as fuck,
Wonderful
no?
man. Wings,
They're like glistening.
hot sauce,
He has
blue
the high
cheese,
eyes.
Celery, watching the game. Not stuffing, no.
With Lorenzo's ingredients, I have some simpler items. Things you're more likely to find in your local grocery store and in your kitchen. Chicken wings, buttermilk, cornstarch, adobo seasoning, butter, ketchup, garlic, some blue cheese for crumbling, and of course, Frank's hot sauce. These ingredients may be simple, but I'm gonna use my chef wizardry to make them better. If I had to guess, this would cost about $10 to $12. Oh, 15. Okay, wings are a little more expensive nowadays.
What it costs? I don't know. Are we doing like a $60 thing? We're trying to be a little bit better? That's what I said. Now, see, that's a lot.
Wait.
Okay, I'm getting confused. As we all know, these are just ingredients. No I was about to speak in Tagalog because I was panicking. When I panic, I actually talk in a different language. Pork and ginger stuffed wings. Okay,
Wait.
but
The toughest part of my wing is deboning.
This guy's like
It's something that takes a
dangerously
little bit
high, I
of technique
think.
and practice. You have to
Guy's
make sure
like-
that you don't
like
poke through the skin.
paranoid
because
high
if you poke through the
type
skin,
shit.
The filling's gonna kind of squeeze out or squirt out when you fry them.
I definitely need some help. Earth calling Rose. Come in, Rose.
Hi, Lorenzo. How are you?
I'm in trouble. First and foremost, how do I stuff a chicken wing?
I hope they're a little bit on the bigger side, because that's usually better for stuffing.
Yes.
Oh,
Simple selves. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. So we are basically going to get in here and just be very careful, first off. This is my first one I've ever done, folks, so
I'm like
bear with
scared
me.
for this guy.
Let's do a little incision around, give it a starting point, kind of like they're saying, maybe the tips of the socks, so I can pull that down. Okay, hello, success so far.
So to cut these wings up, all we gotta do is separate them out. The drumette and the flat, the tip goes on the side for stock, and that's it. It's really simple.
So now I have number 2 knuckle that attaches to the winglet portion. I have to battle through. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, Mr. Knuckle. Hi, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Goodbye to the first part. Can we skip the winglet part?
When it comes to my favorite part of the wing, it's always the flat. It's got a lot of extra skin. It's got some like nice connective tissue that gets all sticky when you cook it. I'm a big fan of the flats. Drumettes are good, flats are better.
Come on, you pain in my buttocks. Oh, fudgicles. Since there's 2 bones in the winglet, just have to work with 1 at a time, I believe. Lord help us, Jesus Christ. We'll be eating in about a week.
Originally, Lorenzo was going to brine these in buttermilk. I'm gonna use the buttermilk for something totally different. I'm just gonna dry rub them with some of the adobo Lorenzo gave me, a little pepper and salt, and let them sit in the fridge for a little while. And then we'll get ready to cook them.
Thanks, Frank. That's exactly what I wanted to do today.
By far, the deboning of the wings is the hardest part.
I scrape a little, scrape the other one. It's really not that bad. I'm sure practice makes perfect kind of thing, just like anything else. Come on, you. Let's do the same thing. Hiya! I'm proud of myself, I have to tell you. Well, you guys, not bad, not bad. Number 1, 7 to go. That probably took me, what, 10 minutes? But now I know what you do first, so just a couple minutes each, a few minutes each. But you know what, it's worth it. Now I'm thinking it's kind of cool, because who would expect a stuffed wing? That was it, you guys. That was my last one. Let's move on to the stuffing. So I've got this beautiful pork butt.
That's like a cartoon
The first thing you're gonna want to
character.
do, Lorenzo, with the pork butt is you gotta bone it out.
I just have to debone a portion of it. The other portion of it, I'll just save and roast later. Yum, yum. This looks really delicious. I love pork butt. I just don't like pork butt with chicken wings.
You gotta grind meat when it's cold because there's a lot of fat, especially in this cut. And you know, the friction heats it up and the fat renders out. You don't wanna do that. So everything has to be really icy cold.
Actually, quite satisfying. This is fun. You know, I'm gonna write a note to Frank that I buy my pork ground already.
So you gotta grind your own meat.
I'm not kidding, that was actually kind of fun.
So here's the big shakeup and how I'm gonna change Lorenzo's wings to my wings. I'm gonna take these chicken wings and I'm gonna confit them. Usually when you confit, you're cooking the animal in its own fat.
Freaking
For our purposes
fucking
today,
alpha,
I
bro.
have
That's
vegetable
dope.
oil. So not only
He's
am I
gonna
gonna confit the
confit them.
chicken in the vegetable oil, I'm gonna strain it out and fry it in it too. The finished texture of the wing is going to be really nice and melty. It's gonna have a little bit of chew, but it's basically gonna fall off the bone. I'm gonna take these, put them in a 350-degree oven for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna lower my heat down to about 250 and let them cook until they're fork tender. That could be an hour and a half to 2 hours. After the wings are cooked properly, I'm gonna take them out of the oil and put them onto a sheet tray with a piece of parchment, and I'm gonna take them and put them in the fridge until they're chilled all the way through. If I fry them now, they're gonna kind of fall apart. I'm gonna take this oil, strain all the little bits and pieces out of it, make sure there's no moisture in it, and then that's what I'm gonna fry them in.
This is all the ingredients for the filling. So let's start with the cabbage. This is just a lovely Napa cabbage. This has a lot of moisture that will be drawn out from this cabbage, and I don't want that moisture when I stuff the chicken wings. So in order to do that, I have to add some salt to it. And I'm actually gonna start chopping up mushrooms, maitake mushrooms. I want it all the same size so nothing's poking out of the chicken wing whenever I stuff it.
Lorenzo gave me the blue cheese to kind of just crumble over the wings, but I really want to make a dipping sauce out of it. So I'm going to use the blue cheese, a little bit of the garlic he gave me, fresh cracked black pepper, and some of the buttermilk that he gave me for a marinade, and I'm going to make a blue cheese dip.
Let's get our cabbage that has been nicely strained of
That
its
sounds
moisture.
fucking nasty.
Let's gonna
No?
get this dashida soup base. But why beef soup base? Is this just to intensify the flavor as a powder?
It is, and it'll also give a little bit of color to the meat because when you fry meat like this, it doesn't have exposure to oxygen. It won't turn brown as readily.
Never knew that. That is really cool. Garlic, of course. Can't do a dish without garlic. That is a lot of ginger, which I like. This is gonna be spicy. I'm only using 1 egg white. And this is the cilantro, which I thought was parsley. It's cilantro. That looks good. And one of my favorite aromatics,
Cilantro?
scallions. Now I'm just gonna combine the liquid portion of it, and then I'll do the cornstarch in the liquid, like I'm doing a slurry, just to make it easy for myself.
And I'm just looking for this to come together and not be just as thin as the buttermilk. I want the the mashed blue cheese to give it a little texture, but that's really all we need. That's our dip. I'm gonna throw in the fridge for when it's time to plate.
Now, we need the star of this filling show. Wow, the smell that's coming off of here. I'm smelling this beautiful white wine vinegar. I can smell the ginger.
The second hardest part is actually getting the stuffing into the wing.
What do we got here?
Lorenzo, one more quick thing. When you make your pork mixture, you're gonna put it in a piping bag and then squeeze it, you know, twist and turn into the chicken wing itself.
All right, here we go. I have to start filling the winglet, which I will press. So let's keep going. And that's the bell to stop. I've stuffed it, but I still have to close it.
If you don't skewer it and fold it over, some of the filling might escape out.
These are Gigantosaurus toothpicks, you guys. I didn't want to go through the skin. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but it's actually easier to go through the meat portion. So look what I've done there. Not bad, huh? That's not bad. Let's continue. Okay, here we go. I mean, that doesn't really feel like it's overstuffed. It really doesn't. All the chicken wings have been filled, stuffed nicely. Some perhaps a little overstuffed, some okay stuff. Let's start making the sauce.
Lorenzo sent me some Frank's hot sauce, which is really good. But we're gonna make some Frank's hot sauce. This hot sauce couldn't be any simpler. It's basically throw everything in a pot and puree it up. I have some water, have a little bit of garlic, and I'm not too worried about how these are cut, and then they go right into the pot.
I am familiar with these chilies, and I do know that this is a bit more sweet, and this is a bit more hot.
I have 2 hot habaneros, and those are just gonna go in whole. I'm not even gonna cut those up. We're gonna eventually puree it. The rest of the peppers I have are just kind of sweet peppers. I'm going for color, and I'm not worried about the seeds.
Am I gonna use the seeds? I think I will.
Most people think that the pepper's heat comes from the seeds. It doesn't. It comes from the ribs on the inside of the pepper.
I'm just gonna put you all in there.
A really nice big pinch of salt, about a 1/4 cup of some good cider vinegar, just a nice shot of sugar. I'm probably gonna do about a 1/4 cup, but I'm gonna use my magic chef hands. And all we really have to do with this is let it simmer until our peppers and garlic have softened up. I had 2 of those habaneros. I'm taking one out. I want to taste this with the 1 habanero, and if it's not spicy enough, I'm gonna add the second one.
We're gonna do spicy. Why not?
Woo, you can smell that habanero.
Okay, wow. Ooh, I should have done that. Wow.
It's really spicy. Okay, I like spice, but it's gonna be good.
I'm going to add Fresno peppers, garlic, and the Holland mix. 1 cup of water, light brown sugar, rice wine vinegar. That's the sour part. What Rose had mentioned on our call was there's gonna be bubbles that start really small and fast, which is happening right now, but it's gonna eventually become bigger bubbles. That's when we'll know that we're done.
I'm gonna add a little xanthan gum. Now, xanthan gum is a natural thickening agent. And what the xanthan gum is gonna do, it's gonna keep the water from separating out from the peppers. And it'll keep it all held together. All right, don't get this on your hands or in your eyes.
Xanthan gum.
Ooh, you can smell that it's spicy.
Jim Bros.
I'm glad I didn't put the second habanero in.
Aha, big bubbles. It's time to add the fish sauce. I love fish sauce. I have bottles and bottles of fish sauce at home. It looks really, really nice.
For the wing sauce, Lorenzo gave me some ketchup and garlic. I have a little bit of butter. I love ketchup in wing sauce. It gives a little sweetness, a nice pinch of salt, and then some of Frank's hot sauce. I'm gonna use the whole bottle. Look at that color, it's beautiful. I have another bottle I brought with me. I'm just gonna put a little more in there. All that I want here is for my butter to be melted and incorporated and the sauce to be warm. I'm done.
It's time to fry the chicken.
So we took the oil that we confit the wings in, we strained all the bits out, and this is that oil.
I got veggie oil, and I'm going to do just a few at a time.
I'm not worried about flats or drumettes at this point. I'm just looking to get them hot. So you see what happens when I put them in the oil? They start to bubble away beautifully.
Are you doing okay? Are you working with me here?
And I'm just gonna leave them in there Try not to get burnt, dodge the oil.
I'm gonna be cooking my wings about 10 minutes. It's actually a couple minutes longer than normal. Wow! The filling's not coming out. I'm really happy.
Just remember, the wings have been cooked already. This is just to crisp them up and heat them through. You don't want to take these out and put them onto a flat surface. They're gonna get soggy that way. So we put them on a racked drain.
Wow! Oh goodness, this guy wanted to go somewhere else. And this guy, the filling stated, not bad. That looks delicious though. I can't wait to just bite into that. I'm gonna salt these while they're still kind of hot.
One last thing before we sauce. I'm gonna take a little of that adobo that Lorenzo gave me and just hit it with another shot over the top.
Dude,
let's sauce.
I need to take a shit like super bad.
Time to assemble this plate. I have my hot wings. I have my hot sauce. I got my blue cheese dip and everything I need to put this on a plate. Are we ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay.
See this little Quasimodos? I'm just gonna take them all. Just like, remember Frank made a steak and he kept a part of it. It's like the chef's meal. That's what I'll say. This is chef's meal.
They are crispy, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna put my sauce on, but I'm not gonna put it all on right now. I'm gonna put about half.
The liquid has reduced. It is gonna go nicely on
that
this
shit is gonna
chicken.
be
And we're gonna toss.
stupid
Swirl
spicy.
them around, give them a toss, get them nice and saucy, get it all over yourself.
Here we go. Woo! 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 Oh, I don't know why I gave you those sound effects, but whatever. That looks delicious.
Look at them. They're beautifully coated. So let's get our plate, get my dipping sauce. I got some nice chunks.
And here we go. Let's just do it, folks. My mouth is watering, I think, right now. Look at that.
Look
My
at
mouth
that.
is watering,
You want a
I
pile of
think.
wings.
One more on the side if you can fit. Yes, we'll make you fit. Holy smokes. Let us have a little some on the side. Let's do some wonderful sesame seeds, some scallions. Let's drizzle some more sesame oil because we are crazy up in here.
Look at that. Beautiful. And so are the wings. What's good about these wings, because they're confit, you can see that the bones kind of stick out. They have a little handle on them already. Take it, put it in your mouth. It's a big wing, but you see how clean they come off the bone. Look at that. Flavor is awesome. You can taste the habanero, but you don't get a huge kick of the habanero heat. The sauce sticks to the wings really, really great. Now I'm gonna get me a drumette and try it with the dip. It's so delicious. The blue cheese has
Damn,
a
that shit is
a little bit
actually
stronger
fall off
of a
the
blue
fucking
cheese
bone.
hit to it. And of
That
course,
shit
like
look
wings
fire.
should be, messy. 6 to 8 wings is about my limit. Not 68, 6 to 8. I'm not a savage. Well, maybe a little.
I'm just gonna cut into it
Whoa.
first. Normally I would just bite it, but I just wanna see the filling. Wow, look at that, you guys. Stuffed chicken wing. And hello, sauce. Hot, but good. Holy, sweet, spicy. Wow, this is something I would order. Wow, it's hot. But it's good. Wow. I would never make this normally, but it's hot. Can I have a beer? Someone, please. It would taste so good with a beer. That's the most delicious thing I've tasted in a long time. Like, I'm so happy. Frank, thank you. Hey, Frank, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going?
That is actually fucked. Ooh, this is
Okie doke.
this is recent. Wait, I need to go to the fucking bathroom.